Hello YouTube, Real Shooting here, and in today's video we're going to be going over like a comparison video on the H2O Express, the terminal box, and the Bass Mafia bait coffin. Now this isn't the terminal box made by Bass Mafia, but many people do prefer this one over the other one because of the amount of storage in it. So I'm going to show you that one first. This is the bait coffin. These both boxes are the 3700 size. They're at least bigger than the 3600, and as you can see, you have plenty of dividers in here, lots of storage. Only these corners here are different sizes. These are pretty small. These are going to be the same size right here. The corner's a little bit different right there. You got the waterproof seal on the top, and the bottom has the ridge that matches with it. You have these two key locks here if you want to put a small lock on there. You have the two hinges, so you just press down, close them, pull it, pick it up, and you can see the lid stays open right there. It doesn't go all the way back down. You have the two hinges here, pretty strong hinges. The whole box overall is pretty tough. I believe this one retails for around $40. Whereas the actual terminal bait coffin, it's about $50, and that's the one that has the 6 compartments, 3 for hooks, 3 for weights. You gotta pull out the box, slide them, put in your weights, put in your hooks. But people prefer this one because of the amount of storage you're gonna have in here. Whereas in those, you have a limited amount that can fit in those boxes. And here you have lots of customizability. I mean, if you count the rows here, 11, so you have 12 by 4. It's a pretty good amount of space right there. I was gonna leave it open. And now if we look at the H2O Express, the terminal box, you can see you got the same kind of latches. They have this thing here, I don't know why they put this on here. It's for it to like hang on a peg in the store, but I'm pretty sure you can unscrew that. I'm not sure if it leaves a hole. I'm pretty sure it will if you remove it, so I just slide it there. I put some stickers. Now these hinges are a little bit harder. You do have the small lock, but it's a little bit smaller than the ones here, if anyone really uses that. And as you can see, you lift it up. This one right here opens all the way back, and you have the hinge running along the whole back, so that might result in a stronger lid than this one. Now that doesn't mean this one's not built good. It's a pretty good lid. And you can see here you have the ridge on the top lid, and the seal is in the bottom on here. So this seals down, whereas over here the ridge seals to the lid. Now another difference here is the amount of compartments here. As you can see, 6 instead of this many. So you're gonna have larger compartments here, whereas here you can have way more customizability. So it's up to you. If you're gonna use this for terminal tackle, you're definitely gonna have more compartments in here than this one. But if you don't have that much, this box will probably be better for you. And here you also get these little foam inserts, 3 for weights. This one is for hooks, but you can actually put hooks in all these, and they're supposed to lay in these little ridges here. So the hook end in, and the part with the eye loop will go out. But I just use these for my hooks. I'm going to use all these for hooks, these for the weights, and these for my smaller drop shot hooks. And you can put small tackle in here too. Now another difference here, which I thought was pretty cool, is that when you take these out, now these can't come out like this. It can come out, but it's different. Trying to do this one-handed. See, you can take these out. This is a difference from like a lot of boxes out there. The fact that you can take this one out. So now if you wanted to carry this box with you, you could hold spinner baits here. That's one big flaw about using this box for your, if you wanted to use it for your main tackle and carry this while fishing. You couldn't fit a spinnerbait in here because they don't even have that big square in the corner like the normal Plano 3600s do, or the 3700s. So you're limited to the size of the lures. You could fit long lures, but you can't fit lures that would require this much space. So that's one thing to consider. And you could actually take out all these, so you could have a big compartment if you wanted to. Now another problem with this is that you don't have as much customizability, I guess you could say, because if you wanted to put longer hooks like that, you would then be left with smaller compartments, whereas here you could take out a couple of these, put some hooks in there, and then do it again, put some hooks in there, or however big you want to make the compartment. So more customizability with the Bass Mafia box because of the amount of compartments they have. One more thing to note too, if you look at the dividers, the ones on the H2O are a little taller when you compare it to this. That's because this box here is a little bit deeper. I'm going to try to show that real quick. The dimensions are not exactly the same, so that's another thing to consider when deciding what box you want. As you can see, here's the H2O Express one, and here's the Bass Mafia. If you put it on top of this box, the Bass Mafia is actually a little bit smaller when you consider the length. You guys can see that? I'm actually going to set the camera down. If you lay these down like this, right on the table, you will see that box is a little bit taller. Now if you lay it like this, you can see that too. H2O Express is a little bit bigger. So that's another thing to consider if you're going to store these somewhere, if you would rather have more of these. But do remember the price difference, $40 or $15. You could definitely buy way more of these. And did I show that the lid opens all the way on this one? That can be a pro or a con. If you would rather have this type of lid where it doesn't open all the way, or this type where it opens all the way. You can also remove these if you're wondering. Let me show that real quick. So you don't need to use all these foam inserts. I've seen on YouTube some people prefer to have only a couple of the weight ones and take out some of them. As you can see, you could take out the weight ones. You could take them all out if you wanted to. Take out the hook ones. And you could just have a big compartment in there if you wanted to. Just like that. Or you can move them around, mix and match. Now I did try to put these over here. You cannot do that. So these little slots are made for the foam blocks. If you try to put it in here, it won't work, because it's just not the right size. And you can see you have the little hinges for the dividers. So this is not going to work. So they have to be in these 4 slots. You could change the order, but you can still only put them on these 4 slots. And these right here are pretty big slots. Most weights will fall through there. Those are mostly for like the big old punching weights, like a 1 ounce weight or more. These can hold most of the smaller weights that you're normally going to use. Put these dividers back in. But yeah, I wanted to make this video because I haven't seen one comparing the two. I feel like that's pretty important. You want to consider this box over this one, or this one over this one. And then of course there's also the Bass Mafia terminal box, which actually has a black lid, and then the 6 boxes that go in here. 3 for weights, 3 for hooks. But if you were to buy this box and then those after the fact, it's pretty expensive, because they only sell them as the 3 weight boxes, and that's $30. Or you can buy the 3 hook boxes, that's another $30. So if you're gonna go that route, you might as well buy the box for $50 and get the box and those boxes in there. Anyways, that's gonna be all for today's video. If you have any questions or comments, do that in the comment section. And give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe.